Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and I think there's still like one more layout for this month using the Close to My Heart kit. But my kit for next month hasn't fully got here yet, and I kind of had a gap and really wanted to scrapbook, so I just went to my stash to pull in some of my Heidi Swap products to squeeze in this kind of additional page this month. So these are a couple photos from the last trail ride I went on with Maverick that I wanted to document. He's so pretty. I love him. So just that 4x4 is just him drinking some water in one of the creeks that we walk past, and then the other one is just a picture of me on him that my friend took. So I trimmed that one down kind of smaller, and I wanted to mat them together. So together they're kind of the size of a 4x6, but I just wanted it to be these two photos kind of compact together. I didn't want to take up too much space with the photos because there's a lot of dead space in that picture before I trimmed it down. So I decided just to mat them together. I'm just pulling a lot of scraps in from my Heidi Swap. I think it's I can never remember the name of the collections. I know I'm pulling in some pieces from Honey and Spice, but I think the scraps I'm trying to use up are from the Carefree collection, and the stickers I pull in are from the Carefree collection that I had left over from when I used it for a How to Kill a Kit with Style a couple months ago. So I am matting them both on white paper, and then I'm going to ink everything in black. For some reason I'm feeling inking everything in black on this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those to the white, ink them in black, and then mat those together on that maroon piece I already have sitting out. And then I'm just going to, again, continue to ink everything in black. But I just really want to use up a lot of the scraps I already have in this collection and pull in, I think we pull in a couple scraps that I already had cut into for the Honey and Spice paper pad, but for the most part I think it's Carefree. So like the bicycle print I wanted to pull in just to have a little bit of yellow because I knew I was going to use the scrap of mustard. So I kind of like the bicycle print too, just because like we're riding horses too, and you also ride a bicycle, so for some reason I thought it coordinated. But I kind of like the extra yellow. I'm really liking this kind of maroon and yellow on this page, so that's what I'm going with. And then I think there's a couple like dark teal kind of hunter green looking scraps that I'll pull in too, just because we are in the woods and the photos are very green. So I kind of want to pull a little bit of green in on my layout too, but that's kind of the color scheme I'm going for. I had a scrap of this pink scallop piece from a previous page, and that pink is actually what the floral is in on the maroon paper, so I thought it'd be nice to pull in that kind of scrap too, so you'll see that in a minute. But here are the tealy looking dark green scraps. I'm going to stack those on the left and right of this photo collage to hopefully look kind of like a longer piece. But I just wanted to break up these colors a little bit. I matted it in maroon, and now they're going to be matted on a couple yellow papers, so I think that little pop of teal helps break it up a little bit. And I don't have a ton of this mustard, so that little green scrap is going to help cover the gap for this mustard paper, so it can look like it's a little bigger than it actually is. So I'm going to get that glued down. And then I think I glue it onto the bicycle sheet after this. But I think I changed the proportion of the bicycle paper once I kind of see how everything's laying out. I wanted this page to have a lot of little fun layers, but I didn't want to take up a whole lot of real estate on the page. So I'm trying to keep them pretty compact with you still being able to see what the paper is. So that's why I'm trimming this bicycle paper down. But you can still see that it's bicycles, and that's what I was going for. And then while I was inking everything, I realized I haven't inked the 12x12 yet, so I went in and inked that as well. But I just like that touch, and I think I go in at the end and even do a second layer of ink just so the ink on the page looks like really well defined, because it was just subtle before, and I wanted it to have a little bit more of an impact. But I like how that's looking, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this down to the bicycle print, and then I have a couple more scraps of the maroon paper. I'm not quite sure if I do that just yet, but I will end up stacking that on the left and right of the bicycle sheet just to pull in a little bit more of that maroon, because right now the maroon is only around the photo with that skinny mat, and I wanted it to be a little bit more prominent. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do after my layers. I need to figure out what the design of this page is going to be because I hadn't really thought about it yet. I'm thinking maybe I'll pull in some more teal elements and maybe some yellow and maroon and do a secondary cluster in the upper left-hand corner. But I couldn't really find pieces that I was interested in that way. So I decided to kind of do something else. Once I pulled out this sticker sheet and realized how many good word stickers I wanted to use, I decided to go in a different direction. So you can kind of see them all there to the left. There's stickers in every color in my color scheme. I have some of the pink, I have some of the mustard, and some of that forest green. So I think it'll be cool to kind of do a fun element with all of those stickers instead. But I think this is where I'm adding the maroon pieces on either side. And then I think my photo layers will be done, I'm pretty sure. So, but I think I just needed that little extra pop of maroon. I didn't like how the bicycle paper was kind of mostly white going onto this mostly white background. It just needed one extra layer to kind of separate them. So I think that helped. And this is where I'm going in with all of these word stickers. So I'm just kind of staggering them, creating this vertical line of sight on the kind of last third of the page. And I think that looks really cool. I think it's really interesting. That's not something I've done not that I can think of ever. Maybe I did at some point, but I haven't in a while. And I was really liking how it looked and the idea of getting a lot of these stickers used up because I haven't used any of that sticker sheet. So I really like how that looks. And now I'm just trying to figure out, it needs a little something else to kind of finish out that cascade. So I'll end up pulling in some enamel dots and some epoxy sticker hearts that Lisa sent me. I've been hoarding them, and there's this maroon heart that there's 3 heart stickers on there that I think will go perfect on this page. So I'll end up pulling them, and you can see there. I've used some of them on another page, but they're so cute, and I just really wanted to use them on a page that they would shine, and I thought this one was perfect. So I'm scattering those 3 maroon colored hearts, and then I'll go through my stash, and I have a row of that kind of bluey teal color, and so I'll scatter those as well. But before I got too far, I knew I needed a title. I have kind of a larger section of that mustard above the photo, so I thought that would be a good spot for my title to sit. Sorry, Billy's drinking water if you can hear that. But I'm just titling it Maverick because that's the horse that I ride when we go trail riding, and I love him. And so I'm just going to title it Maverick. It's pretty self-explanatory. I scrapbook our trail rides all the time. Sorry, he's still drinking water. But yeah, I kind of feel like that's all I need. I don't really feel like I need to journal or anything. That's kind of all I wanted. And then this is where I'm going in and doing a second coat of inking around the edges just so it stands out a little bit more. And I thought about leaving it here. I really do like how those cute little hearts look as my final touch, but there's just too much blank space for me to be comfortable with. And so I just wanted to add a little bit more, like a few more confetti pieces. So I'll go in with the teal enamel dots. And then I think I also go in, here's the teal enamel dots. I'm just going to sprinkle those kind of along where all these stickers are. But I'll also go in with Heidi Swap's Gold Color Shine. And I think that's really all it needs. I really like how that gold plays off of the mustard that's in the layers. But I think that's really cute. So I know there's another finishing touch or another kind of thing that I end up adding to. But I don't know if I'm doing it now or not. I do like how this Go and Make Life Beautiful piece looks. But yeah, I wanted to add, since I have the mustard and I'm thinking about adding the gold Heidi Swap Color Shine, I pulled in one of Ronnie's little crocheted flowers in that mustard color that have some gold running through it. So I really think that helps marry the mustard with the gold. So I think that's really cute. That's my finishing touch, and close-ups are here in a minute. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.